Wrap It Up with Radio Raheem. I'm your host, Jamal, Radio Raheem. For those who are new to this, Wrap It Up is a show where I talk about music topics, from top 10 lists to album reviews to just random music topics. And today's episode, we're going to talk about artists that I slept on, artists that I'm listening, albums that I slept on, and then I'm going to give you some of my controversial music takes. So stay tuned. Now, with music, there has been a lot of albums that came out. Some albums I didn't like at first. Some albums like they need to grow on me. So I'm gonna give you about 3 or 4 albums that I liked that took time for them to grow on me, and I'm also gonna give you some artists that I slept on and all that. So first album that I didn't like at first that took me time was Kanye West's 808 and Heartbreaks. Now for me, it was kind of hard to hear an album from Kanye West that was all auto-tune because, you know, I wasn't a really big fan of autotune outside of T-Pain. So to hear Kanye West do a whole project that was autotune, it was hard for me to listen to at first. It took a while. It took years actually for me to like actually listen to the album and enjoy it. Like I gave it a many tries and I couldn't enjoy it. But like, I don't know, like when I was in college, that album hit. I don't know, it could be that I was a struggling college student and all that stuff, but that's when I really started liking that album. And when you look back on that album, it's a lot of people sound like that album, like, you know. So that was an album that I slept on. Another album that I slept on was Future's Dirty Sprite 2. Same reason, and personally, I just couldn't vibe with Future because of his stuff that was going on outside of music. But like now I can like kind of separate the artist and the art. So, but before I couldn't. So like Future, I couldn't really get into his music. But Dirty Sprite 2, that is a classic album. You know, I know like the people who are like backpackers and who need to be straight bars and all that, they not gonna like it. But like Dirty Sprite 2 is a slap. Like Freak Hoes is on there. Like, come on, like that is a classic album. I'm low key like I need to buy it on vinyl. Like that'll be hard as hell. Just like playing around the house, you know. Just hear freak ho, freak ho. You know, you hear that like just chilling on the couch and stuff like that. Like that would be dope. Another album that I slept on was Jay-Z's American Gangster. Like Jay-Z's American Gangster, I slept on it because I would say I slept on it because the album that came before it, like Kingdom Come, I hate that album. That is his worst album by far. And like after hearing Kingdom Come, I was like, you know what? I'm not really looking forward to a Jay-Z album, which is a blasphemous statement from me. I know. But like, I wasn't really looking forward to it. I'm not going to hold you on that. So I kind of slept on it and it was like, yeah, this ain't my thing. Like, I'm going to just go past it. So American Gangster though, it is a classic album. When you listen to it, like it is classic. So I would say that one. And the last album I'm gonna go with Nas. It Was Written. Now I slept on It Was Written because I heard Illmatic first. Literally, that's why. I heard Illmatic and I was like, there's nothing Nas can do that's gonna touch that. You know, I always heard If I Rule the World, but like as a complete project, I never heard It Was Written until like I would say like high school, end of high school. And my dad had all of Nas's albums too, mind you. But I just was like, nah, man, it ain't Illmatic. You know, once you hear Illmatic, it's kind of hard to hear everything after that because Illmatic is like a perfect album, perfect beats, perfect rhymes. Everything about it is perfect. So when you hear an album like after, you're like, what is this? You know, you compare everything. But I got out of that and I listened to it and I was like, this is fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't Illmatic, but nothing's Illmatic. So, like, when you can look at it like that, then it's a better thing. But all right, now I'm gonna get into some artists that I slept on now. Growing up, you know, and most of my like, I was like, you gotta rap a certain way, you know, none of these pop type songs, none of that, like, none of that auto tune shit, none of that, you know, I was that type of person. So like mumble rappers, most mumble rappers or quote unquote mumble rappers, I wouldn't have gave a chance to. So The first artist that I didn't really listen to and then I liked them, which surprised me, was Lil Uzi Vert. Like I love Lil Uzi's music. Like it's so the energy, everything with it. I love it. Like, and I wouldn't have gave Lil Uzi a chance in like 2010. You know, like I wouldn't. But like I was like open-minded. You know, I've become way more open as I get older. And I'm like, you know what? Let me listen to Lil Uzi. And that shit gold. Is it the most lyrical? No, it's not. But like, it is a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to hear conscious rap at a party. Like I just don't want to do that. Or a family gathering. I don't want to hear that. You know, I was that type. That's all I used to listen to. I wouldn't even listen to. Oh, I did listen to R&B, but I didn't listen to it as much as I do now. So I would say Lil Uzi. Who else do I got? Brockhampton. Brockhampton. I slept on Brockhampton because literally they're fans. Brockhampton fans are just like, they're the greatest thing ever. They're like Eminem fans, like they're the greatest ever, blah blah blah. And when you hear that, you know, it kind of makes you not want to listen to them because like their fans would like say this outrageous stuff, and you're just like, come on, bro, like the greatest group ever, like Outkast is hello, Tribe, hello. But like I gave them a chance, and I was like, oh okay, you know. And like they tackle subjects that like groups wouldn't talk because their lead rapper is gay. So like he's probably the only openly gay rapper that I know of. Like, and he would say stuff, and I'm like, oh okay. You know, he'd talk about certain things that usually you won't get in a rapper, but the group in as a whole, like there are some weirdos, but like the music is dope. So the next person I'm gonna say is Lecrae. Lecrae, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't give Lecrae a chance because he was a Christian rapper, or he was labeled a Christian rapper. And most of the Christian rap that I've heard, like growing up and all that, was very corny to me, you know. So I was all like, yo, nah, you're not getting the chance. But then I gave Lecrae a chance, and I was like, oh, wow. Like, this dude could be spitting. And then it led to me giving like finding people like Andy Mineo and all types of people that I wouldn't have like gave a chance because of their label. They're labeled Christian rappers. Like you could be. This is the problem. They label people Christian rappers, but they're just rappers who happen to be Christian, and that's the problem. Like when they label you like a Christian rapper, they're putting you in a box. You know, like you can rap about other stuff other than God. You know, you're just Christian. That's who you're a Christian. But so that's why I didn't give Lecrae. And the last person, I wrote like 10 names down, but I'm not about to go through all 10 other names. We just not gonna do that. The last person that I didn't give a chance to and I slept on was Locksmith. Locksmith, because you know, he got that label. It's usually how people they get labeled. I'm not gonna lie. Locksmith was a battle rapper. And that's how I found Locksmith. Like he's a battle rapper. And I'm not gonna try to shit on battle rappers because they can do something I can't do. But like usually battle rappers don't make good music. Like I've tried so many of them. They just don't make good music. They got bars, but like to make a song, you need more than bars, you know. Like some people can like that's why there's some people who are their pen game is nice, but they make trash songs. And so I didn't want to even give Locksmith a chance, but like moving to the Bay, coming back and forth to the Bay, people always just be like, listen to Locksmith, listen to Locksmith, listen to Locksmith. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna give him a chance. And I'm glad I did, because his content is dope, you know, his music is dope. He's a dope ass MC. So I'm glad that like the people kept beating it in my head and I finally gave him a listen. Locksmith's dope. There's other artists that are dope that I slept on, you know, like The Baby and Young Thug, but like I slept on some of those people because of their fan base. So I'm not really gonna get into them, but I'm gonna give you guys some artists to watch out for. I got like 12 of them down. So I'm gonna take a little break and then I'm gonna get into it. All right, now we're back, and now I'm gonna give you some artists to watch out for. Now I'm gonna start with R&B, and then I'm gonna go into rap. Now I got my little notebook here because I had to write them down because I do taking notes. So the first R&B artist is Manny Wells. Manny Wells is a singer that the first song I heard was Watermelon, and I've been listening to him ever since. He's dope as hell. I would give him a listen. I don't know where he's from. He gives me vibes that he's from the DMV. So I'm guessing he's from, like, that's just a guess. Like, he might not be from there, but for some reason, I've visited DMV long enough to know that he's probably from there. He gave me like vibes that he's from the DMV. I don't know why. Something is telling me he's from the DMV, but he makes good music. If any song I'm gonna recommend from him is Floating. I might actually add these songs in, like on the bottom, the artists to listen to and songs from them. Actually, I am going to do that. I'm going to add the artists on the bottom in the description to listen to them along with my Radio Raheem tape that comes out every week. So look out for that. Another artist, Duran Bernard. I didn't know who this person was at the beginning of the year. I happened to be watching Terrell, and he came up, and his energy alone on there, like, and I just liked how he just did the episode. Like, he was creative, he wasn't following the rules, he was funny, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this dude a listen. Like, and I'm glad I did. His album is dope. I think it's called Duran, like DUR and then the and sign, but he's dope. I recommend a song from him. It Will Be Stuck featuring Ari Lennox. That song is constantly on my playlist. So I recommend that you listen to him. He's dope. I think he's going to blow. The next artist is Emmanuel. Emmanuel, now if you like R&B, he's the guy. Like, he's the guy to listen to. You know, I feel like he got a couple. So I don't know if he's gonna be like that pop star to blow, but like if you like R&B, he's definitely gonna blow up in that genre. He got a song Black Woman. I recommend you listen to that song. And if you don't like it, you don't like Black women. Now, all seriousness though, the first song I heard from him was Need You, and I wanted to hear more because I was like, this dude is talented. He can sing. And I found him on SoundCloud. I stay on SoundCloud, and that's how I find most of the people. But he's a dope artist. The next one I would say is Rum Gold. Now, Rum Gold, I don't know how Rum Gold is not bigger. Rum Gold's album is fucking flames. His EP be flames. I've been listening to him for a couple years now, and I just don't understand why he's not bigger. Like, he has a song Waiting For with Jamila Woods, dope as hell. He's talented, you know. I'm gonna listen to him after this. Like, he is talented. Like, and I didn't know like how he looked or anything like that. Like, I just like good music. Like, your appearance don't matter. So I still don't know how he looked, to be honest. I thought Rum Gold was a group when I thought it was a producer and a singer, like when I first heard him. But Rum Gold, I like Rum Gold. I think Rum Gold is gonna be in the game for a minute for sure. Now the next, I have three more really. Amber Mark. Now she's been out for a minute. She has songs. I think she has it. She's gonna be up there. If you need a song from her, Love Me Right is a song that I found her dope. She's dope. And the last one is Van Jess. Now they're sisters. I don't know how they're not bigger. I don't know how. I think they're gonna have that jump like Chloe and Haley did, or Hallie. I'm sorry if I'm saying her name wrong. But I think Van Jess is gonna have that next year. Like, Van Jess has this, they have the songs, you know, they blew up because of YouTube, just like Chloe and Haley or Hallie. Again, if I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry. But I think Van Jess is next. They are next to blow. Like, out of all the R&B artists on this list, I think Van Jess is next to blow for sure. They got the music, they got the features. Honestly, they just need that one song and then their catalog is already strong enough to me. They need that one song and they about to blow. But let's go on to rappers to watch out for. Now, of course, I gotta go with my dude Silverlakew. I'm waiting on him to blow up. I've been waiting for a while. I don't know if it's gonna actually happen, but I think he's talented. I think he can go bar for bar with anybody. I've been waiting since he was signed to Logic, like when he went by Quest. He's dope. He got dope ass projects. His album Apologies in Advance. It helped me because I was in a point in my life that I kind of needed music like that. So give him a listen for sure. I think watch out for him. I think he's destined for a good year in 2021. Ashton Travis is another dude. He signed a Death Jam. I don't think they're marketing him the best. After recently, a lot of people are calling Def Jam out, so I'm guessing they're not doing good for a lot of their artists. Like they're not doing it for Tiana Taylor and Logic, so I'm guessing they're not doing a good job either with him, because his EP that I heard was dope. I was waiting for him for years too. I heard he had a mixtape called Good Vibes a long ass time ago, and I was looking for this dude. I was like, man, where's his music? This shit is dope. And I couldn't find him until this year. And I was like, oh man, I'm glad I found him. His sound changed a little bit, but he's still dope. I think maybe he needs a new label situation or something, because I don't know why he's not bigger. The next one, we got Kenny Mason. Kenny Mason's already blowing up right now. He's already blowing up. He about to blow. He about to be like Jid. How Jid blew up, I see the same thing for Kenny Mason. Kenny Mason is a dope rapper, and like listen to his verse on Serial. Listen to his verse on Serial. When I heard it, I was like, ooh wee. And that's the song that has IDK and Jid on it. And I think Kenny Mason has the best verse on there. He starts it off so fucking hard. Like, so fucking hard. I think he's next for sure. And then I got two more rappers. So the first one is the last one, well, the next one is Grip. Grip is, I heard him I was on Amazon Music. Whose station was I on? I think I was on Jid's station, to be honest. And there was this song, I know it goes, I done seen a lot of shit. What is that song called? I don't know what it's called, but it goes, I done seen a lot of shit. I done seen a lot of, and he just going in, and I'm like, who is this guy? He got it. The song that I would say listen to, Grip 316 with Jid and Kenny Mason. It's a dope ass song. He got a project that just dropped. It's pretty good. It's a solid project. I'm waiting on an album from him, but Grip is next for sure. Atlanta really is doing their thing right now. And the last person that I'm gonna say is, I think it's Morray, Morray. I just heard this person, and I think it gave me like, I'm like, there's something with this person, like a star ability. Like I heard 3 songs from him. All 3 are like, I can see them all blowing up. He has a song called Low Key. He got a song called Quicksand. And Quicksand is the one that I originally heard. And I've seen a lot of people like saying, oh, this is the next one. This is the next one. So I think he might be next to blow, personally. But those are some artists. I'm going to put all of their information down. I might make a playlist with them all. Just, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to make a playlist with all these artists so they are next to blow. So you guys can listen to them on my Spotify, my SoundCloud, Amazon Music. I'm going to have the playlist on all of that. It's going to be in the description below. So y'all give them a listen and tell me what you think. But I'm going to take another break, and then I'm going to give y'all some of my controversial music tape that might get me canceled. So stay tuned. All right, now I'm going to give y'all some of my takes that might be a little controversial to some. It might not be to others, but I'm going to get into it. The first one I'm going to say is Usher's Confessions album is a top 5 R&B album of all time. And I might go a little bit further and say it's better than, you know what? I don't want to go that far. but I was gonna say something. I ain't gonna go that far. But I would say Usher's Confessions is a top 5 R&B album of all time. You can play that straight through, straight through. There's so many hits on there. There's so many cuts that you can just play. That's just like Superstar is on there. Yeah, is on there. Like that is a fucking classic album. It's a top 5 R&B album of all time. Period. Number 2, now Prince. Prince is a great musician, but to me, he is an overrated singer. Now, before people come for me, I recognize his talent as musician. He can play all these instruments. That's fucking amazing, you know. But his voice is not great. Prince does not have a great voice, but like he makes great songs. It's not. But as far as like just pure voice, it's a little overrated. A lot overrated, in my opinion. So that's my opinion. And the last thing that I'm gonna leave, my last controversial take, because I don't want to end it with that. I want to end it on some happiness and stuff like that. I feel like we are living in the best generation of R&B music right now. And I know there's been like great eras of music. I think right now's current R&B is the best that R&B has ever been in. And that is, I think it's better than 90s R&B, and I think it's better than early 2000s R&B. Like 2010 and beyond R&B is better than, I think it's the best era of R&B music. And Marvin Gaye to me is the best ever. So I understand like what I'm saying. Like I think this is currently the best era in R&B music. You know, we got so many talented artists that are coming out. You know, the underground scene is good, the mainstream is good. Like this might be the best R&B era ever, in my opinion. But those are my takes. You know, let me know what you think. Let me know some of your controversial music takes. I'm curious to hear it. But I'm gonna end this with the vinyl of the week because I ain't done that in a long time, and I'm gonna let you know what I'm looking forward to for the next year. So yeah, the vinyl of the week is All Eyes on Me. Now, Tupac's All Eyes on Me is one of the best albums ever, and it's an important album for me. It's West Coast, you know, and this album is classic. Like I'm gonna name some of the songs on here: "Bitches as a Rider," "All About You," like two of America's Most Wanted, "How Do You Want It," "Hearts of Man," "Life Goes On," "California Love," "I Ain't Mad at Ya," "Shorty Wanna Be a Thug," "Holla at Me," "Wonder Why They Call You Bitch." Like, come on, "Picture Me Rolling," "Thug Passion." There's so many hits on this goddamn album. Like Tupac was in his bag, you know, and that album is dope as hell. And that is the vinyl of the week. Now, on the next episode, you are going to get the Wrap It Up Awards. It's going to be my winners of certain awards, best rapper, best, all those categories. And I'm also going to tell you what I'm looking forward to. And that will be the last episode before the new year. So until next time, peace. Stay safe out here.